Hello, my name is Cole Smith. We're doing current event summary number 11. So the question for this one is, how does traffic congestion impact carrier pricing, and how would I fix it? Um, so traffic obviously has a large impact on carrier pricing just because that's where they, that's where they make their money at. So any hindrance in business is going to impact the carrier business negatively. And I'll just go over a couple, specific reasons for that. Number one would be increased operating costs. Um, Longer times in traffic means longer travel times, so you can't charge people as much, knowing that you won't be there as fast as you possibly could be. And that ties into the reduced productivity. The more time you're stuck in traffic, the more time you're in traffic, the more time you're not driving. So, you're just basically getting paid to stand still, and that's not productive at all. So, it would reduce productivity. Unreliable delivery times. You can say that we'll have it here in a week, but then traffic is congested in 3 different states. So then you're like a week and a half late. That never looks good on your reputation as a business. Oh my goodness. And lastly, it would be maintenance and wear cost. More, and I would also throw in fuel costs as well. The more time you spend idling, the more or the harder it's going to be on your truck, just because it's having to work that hard just for your truck to stand still. So that's going to do a lot more damage on your truck than it would be if you were just driving around. So the second part is how to fix or mitigate it. And there's a couple ways that I could go about it. I could use route optimization software. Just plan the routes as efficiency as possible. That way, you can't eliminate the problem completely, but you can do your best to work around it. Adjust pickup and delivery times. Just stay on the ball about that. If your driver does get caught in traffic, just be sure to communicate it with the people who are getting that product. That way they're not just sitting there wondering. Dynamic pricing models. If a place is a certain amount of distance away, and you know that the interstates that you're gonna have to take or whatever are gonna be very traffic heavy, and it's gonna take longer than you're probably gonna say it's gonna take, then you can charge them effectively for that. Flexible pricing based on where they are versus where you are. Like how you're gonna get there, all that. You could invest in new technology. There's always new technology coming out to further enhance the safety of those on the road, and that would apply tenfold to those who make their living on the road. So, GPS, AI, all that stuff, to help plan the most efficient routes possible, the ones that make you the most amount of money and lose you the least amount of money. Like I said earlier, you could just collaborate with shippers. Make sure the schedule is kept up to date. Make sure everybody's kept up to date in terms of what's going on. Just keeping that line of communication open and running is always going to do you, it's never going to do you harm. And you can always, and the last one would be advocating for infrastructure improvements. You can't really plan for traffic, but the one that you can control is how the roads are going to be when you're in traffic. So Just investing in better roads would always do your company good. But that's my 5 minutes. Thank you for listening and have a good day.